everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 3. So today we're starting as Desmond because the game dropped us into this mission right after the end of our previous mission, the one on the ship. And yeah, I didn't really have any time to process all the new things that I learned last episode. And now I have to play as Desmond. So yeah, let's do it. This is a bit unusual because I have nothing on my screen, no mini-map, not anything at all. Nothing at all to help me navigate this place. So I hope I won't get lost. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to climb up here. Well, seems like Desmond pretty much learned all the Assassin's tricks. He's performing quite well, I would say. Okay, I guess I can jump this over here. Okay. And yes, I do have eagle vision. That I have.
Now, hold still, it's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
This is such an unusual sight in an Assassin's Creed game. I wonder if I could perform a leap of faith from a skyscraper. Or is that the limit to what assassins can do? I don't know. So do I have to climb up on this? Yes, I do. Or maybe not. Ah, okay. This is climbable. Well, maybe I should climb this one over here. This looks a little bit more promising. Although I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go, since I'm not having any kind of quest marker either, because obviously all that is just part of the enemies. Okay. Huh. Can I climb this over here? The cable? Maybe? Okay. This is a completely new environment. I mean, we had some parkouring sessions.
Jesus.
Desmond before.
No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Great.
Shut up, Sean.
So, what do I have to watch out for? Looks pretty safe so far. Sweet. That was neat. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought he was going to fall down here. I guess I have to get up here, maybe? Alright. Huh. That's something new in this game too. Scaling like sloped surfaces. Or, you know, stuff like that. Couldn't do that in previous games. Oh, careful, Desmond. This is not the enemies. You won't get a desynchronized message if you fall. You're going to die. Can I grab that little thing over here? Okay,
Almost
I can.
there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Should.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
Joke. It was a joke.
Of course it
Or
is.
was it?
Right, I have a parachute, so I guess I'm going to perform a little base jump here. Alright, what could possibly go wrong? I can think of a lot of things, actually. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay. This is it.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Okay, well, let's enjoy the view for a few seconds because this is quite impressive. And now we're going to jump.
Now, open your...
All right. Open. Okay. I'm flying. I guess that helipad is meant for me because I'm obviously a helicopter. Like a glove. Well, that's one way to do it.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you
Uh-oh.
must be Desmond.
And you must be
Not
Daniel
exactly what I
Cross.
expected. But I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look. I'm not supposed to kill you. But the boss man didn't say anything
Boss
about
man?
fucking you up.
That's the second
You
time they
got
use
to
this
count.
word in this game. Well, he was easy enough to overwhelm.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. It doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
I'm still looking for it. Who knows where Hatham tossed it after it didn't open his storeroom. Okay, so we're actually back here now, which is maybe not a bad thing, because now I can read more emails and maybe talk to all the people again. So, I guess I'm going to talk to you again, if you don't mind.
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
Well, apparently Desmond is not going to answer that question.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... how's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done.
Well, I would like to meet Mama Miles as well. Okay, well, these conversations were a lot more pleasant than the last one.
Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Well, you would think that at the moment we both want to prevent the end of the world, so it probably wouldn't be such a bad idea to work together just for this one purpose. And then after that we can go back to fighting each other again. But I guess it's not going to happen.
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Every day.
Come on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Well, we're finally getting somewhere here. That's a much better relationship already.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was doing?
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key.
I agree, but I enjoy these little talks.
We should probably get back to Connor.
Okay, so I think I exhausted all the dialogue with him anyway. Maybe Sean has something to say to me.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
I agree. I would like to do that myself.
So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out, wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. Now keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
Sean, I think you over-exhausted that restaurant metaphor a little bit here.
I wonder how many other places like this exist.
There are dozens of them, all over the world.
And somehow no one's ever found one before us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh?
When I was at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives.
Of course, finding the places alone doesn't really help. You still need the proper key for it, right?
Oh, I think I found a lead on another power source.
Okay, so should we go get it?
Later, Desmond. I'm in the middle of something very important right now. Just, that's a rule. Just follow that as a rule.
Okay, well, I will not bother you anymore. I will leave you to your important business. And instead, I will go and talk to Rebecca. And it seems that Juno, is no longer near the Animus. Okay.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else? Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue. I mean, who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Still alive? That's mental. That I mean she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? No, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
Well, at least they are apparently somehow able to interact with people that lived like thousands of years after them. So, I don't know, if they were able to talk to Ezio, why shouldn't they be able to talk to Desmond in some form, right?
Was it weird seeing Cross?
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago. She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason with him to see if she could fix things.
Well, what happened?
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
Rebecca.
Well, you seem to be in a bad place at the moment. Can I do anything for you?
I just want to be alone right now.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I'll leave you alone with your thoughts. And I'm going to read my emails. Okay, received messages, yes. I think the ones on top were the oldest ones. I'm not sure why these are still marked with an exclamation mark, because I have clearly read them. I think this might be new. No, it's not. But this one might. Ugh, from Rebecca Crane. Sean is really getting on my nerves. You'd think with everything that's going on, the guy would stop being such a douche. Maybe he thinks it's funny. Or maybe it's part of his snarky British charm. Or maybe it's how he deals with the stress. Whatever it is, it's getting old real fast. I think it's all of it, probably. We've got enough to worry about, you know, end of the world and everything. You'd think he'd show a little restraint or maturity or something. Sorry, not like you need to hear me venting. You've got enough on your plate. Please don't say anything to him, though. Okay, Rebecca. But yeah, she's not in a good mood at the moment. William Miles disappointed. Oh dear. If you get a mail from your father labeled disappointed, that can't be good. In case you haven't noticed, we're knee-deep in the shit here. I understand this might not be your idea of a good time. It isn't anyone's idea of a good time. Picking fights isn't going to get our work finished any faster, so I suggest you stick to the mission. The sooner we're through the door, the sooner we can get back to our lives, or in your case, a lack of one. Ouch. Ouch. Your father, from Sean. William's not the most diplomatic man, I'll give you that. But he cares about you very much. When you were under, during that whole bit with 16, he never left your side. Even slept in the same room when we put down for the night. Anyway, don't mean to be a busybody. Just didn't want you to stay sore with him. Not too sore, anyway. The man means well, even if he's got an odd way of showing it. Apparently so. And another one from Sean, new database entries. Just a quick heads up that I've pushed in a new batch of entries focused on the Kanien'kehá:ka. In order to ensure accuracy, I actually turned to a friend on the outside. Don't worry, he thinks it's for a presentation, so we're in no danger of being discovered. You'll find a new section under the database labeled Surprise Surprise Kanien'kehá:ka. It has information on their political and social structures as well as some notes about their material culture. Alright. And another one from Sean, Connor's Piece of Eden. Interesting, the sphere used by Connor during his spirit journey is clearly first civilization in origin. It appears to function as some sort of temporal calculator. It's essentially a crystal ball, but one that actually works. This can't be coincidental, which begs the question, are there others out there? Probably. What in the world is that? Some kind of garbled message or maybe a code? Hello. Very mysterious. So is this one, connected. It works. I should hardly be surprised. Electrical impulses move from one pathway to another. You call them networks. Our world for them was more akin to road. It is yet difficult to project a thought from one medium to another. And yet it works. It works. It works. It works. What's going on? I also wonder what this number is. I mean, it's binary, obviously. But it got to be some actual number, right? Okay, this is a normal mail for a change. Haytham's Blades by Sean. I've been doing some digging on Haytham's Blades, still not 100% sure where they came from. My initial instinct was he started out as an assassin. I believe his father was one, in fact. But it appears he was a Templar from pretty early on. Maybe he took them from someone. It's happened before. And they're quite handy. I'm surprised more Templars haven't put them to use. Pretty easy to build a pair if you know what you're doing. So I guess he just used somebody else's blades. Or maybe they just reproduced a few of them. I guess both of it could be true. Improvements. I've found a way to better control the impulses to formulate a thought and transmit it to add a sense of structure, a sense of order. You fear order. You're kind. The gentle hand tends the flock. It is a kindness, not a cruelty. I wonder, will you ever understand? Your enemies do in their own way, but they share your base heritage. Their concept is flawed. They are not worthy. You have all proved unworthy of our gifts. Okay, so is this like Juno trying to communicate somehow? Or some other kind of first civilization being? Because it kind of sounds like it could be one of them. I have no idea. Juno by Sean. Looks like Juno's really taken a shine to you. I suggest you don't engage her. There isn't time to go down that rabbit hole. It's sure to prove a badger's den besides. This whole experience is, actually. That final door, salvation was it, but for us, who knows? Here we sit, working towards something we know next to nothing about. But it's our only chance, so there's that, I suppose. Okay. Leave him alone. You should not meddle in affairs that do not concern you. Lol, someone doesn't like me. So yeah, I guess I guess it probably is Juno. Interesting, now she's writing me mails. By Juno. All these Juno visits and emails too, apparently, have got me thinking, what happened to Tinia and Minerva? They're the ones who invited us to this little apocalypse party, and now they've gone and buggered off. A little inconvenient, not to mention rude. I'll try and poke around later. See if there's not some sign of what happened to them. Okay, so I guess the third god we saw at the end of Revelation was, in fact, Tinia, which is the Etruscan version of Jupiter. So my suspicions were correct, and these three quote-unquote gods basically represent the Capitoline triad, Minerva, Juno, and Jupiter. Except he apparently goes by his Etruscan name here. Okay, so I think we caught up on our reading. I don't want to replay any missions at the moment. As a matter of fact, I think I would like to go back into the Animus. I mean, there isn't really anything else I can do around here, right? I have kinda explored this place. And since William Miles is getting impatient already, I guess it's time to go back into the Animus.
Good luck, Desmond.
Well, thank you.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. Of course, for only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
What is it?
He has changed quite a bit.
Or rope dart, if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Well, I would say Connor is finally a full-grown man.
Ganondogo,
Yes, my friend.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
He's still worried about his mansion. Meet with a peg leg in the homestead about Kit's treasure. Right, that's the weird talk like a pirate guy, right? Anyway, apparently we got our next main mission. However, as I mentioned before, I think this would be a good time to actually do some other stuff. And it actually looks like I just got a bunch of sort of side mission stuff. Oh, I finally have a fast travel spot in the vicinity of my home. Or Achilles' home. But I suppose Connor lives there as well in some fashion. So yeah, there's quite a bit to do here. Got a homestead mission, another one over here. The peg leg mission and the harbor master. So I guess I'm just going to try a few of these missions. So let's just pick the one that is closest, the homestead mission over here, and see what this is all about. Also, this place looks, well, it actually looks a lot better than last time. I mean, we got some real furniture. It's not covered with blankets. This is looking a lot more homely. Play a game. No, I don't want to play a game at the moment. Is this something I can... To craft weapons and tools, you need to gain resources and level up artisans by completing homestead missions. Okay, so let's find that homestead mission. Because apparently we need to do that in order to upgrade our house. Accounting book. Let's see. Alright, it's the trading stuff. Manage, prepare and send your convoys to earn money. So, do I actually have anything? No, I have nothing in my stockpile. And I can buy it, but I don't have that much money because I haven't really done any kind of treasure collecting or whatever. So, instead, let's talk to Achilles, because apparently he's giving me the homestead mission.
Connor, it has occurred to me that the times we live in will be looked upon by future generations with a certain degree of scrutiny, no matter the outcome. With that in mind, I think it valuable to record the goings-on around the homestead. A true log of how people lived during this time of transition. Something to help color the portrait. What do you think?
When I find a moment, I will try.
Very good.
Okay. So, what exactly does this mean? Encyclopedia of the Common Man. Hold right mouse button to analyze. I didn't properly read that. Building the homestead. Encyclopedia of the Common Man, Devonport Homestead. Analyze the inhabitants of the homestead to complete the Encyclopedia of the Common Man. Okay, so I just have to walk around and stare at these people? That sounds easy enough. Let's go outside and let's find a few people to look at. Okay, where's everybody? I've seen people walking around here before. Of course, now that I need them, can't find anyone. Where did they all go to? I guess this is not quite as easy as I thought. Can I just stare at dogs? I don't want to kill the dog. It's not really marked on my map either where to find all these people. But I mean, I may just want to walk around a bit this place anyway and see if I can, you know, find something of interest. It's a big map and I have barely done any exploration at all. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's just wander around and see if we can find anything of interest. So I have arrived at a place that actually has some people. It's the lumber mill. But I don't think these are the guys I'm supposed to observe, because, I mean, I'm supposed to look at the inhabitants of the homestead, and they are not. No, invalid target, it says. However, there is a conversation over here, so let's check this out.
You must be Connor. We've been raring to finally meet you. My name's Catherine, and this is Diana. We're the wives of those two blockheads who cut trees.
Nice to meet you. We've heard so much of you from the boys. Glad to finally put a face to the name.
The pleasure is mine.
We were just discussing how nice this bit of territory is, on a river with nobody upstream. I won't lie, Godfrey's letter had me a little worried, but now that we're here and settled, I must say I'm rather happy.
They had us on this plot north of Champlain that was a tangle of rock and bramble. Ugh, horrible place. It's a real treat to be able to walk up the hill and take in the ocean.
Your husbands must keep you busy.
Nothing we can't handle, Connor. The boys think they run the show, but the real bosses are right in front of you.
I do not doubt it.
Okay, well, nice chatting with you, ladies. New trophy unlocked at the manor. Okay. I got a trophy for talking to these two women. Okay, she's not a target either. Well, I mean, they are clearly like people, like a doctor and a lumberjack and, you know, all the other stuff. Catherine and Diana. But I guess they're not part of my mission. Anyway, we have another homestead mission over here. So I guess I can have more than one of them going on at the same time. Because the one that I started seems to be a mission that is best done like on the side while doing other stuff, I suppose. Okay, our mission seems to be right over here. Next to that burning cart. Oh, what the hell? What are you doing?
What in God's name is going on around here?
Whoa, I think these guys are not nice. How about I'm just going to kill you? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because you seem to be jerks. Ooh, that was nice. Okay. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm going to save you. He's taking his sweet time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman, if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
Okay. So are you going to move into the homestead? Because I need to stare at some people for my other mission. Lance Woodworker can now craft level 1 goods. Ah, okay. So I first need to recruit all the guys that live at my homestead. And then I can analyze them. I see. I see. Okay. This makes a bit more sense now. So, let me stare at you. Oh, it's still an invalid target. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly, to be honest. And he's just pulling his gun. Maybe I have to equip some other weapon. Oh, you know, not a weapon at all. Horse whistle, bait, trip mine, poison darts, rope dart. Oh, I kind of want to try this though. But I don't have any, right? Oh, I think I have no rope dart available at the moment. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I guess it doesn't work if I have the gun equipped for one reason or another. Anyway, that explains a few things now. So I might actually be able to look at the guys at the lumber mill. And this would count towards my goal. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm on my way to another homestead mission over here, because I need to recruit more people. And it seems that these missions are quick. At least the previous one was.
Hell. Can you help me?
I probably can. Silent Hunter.
Are you all right?
What do you think?
How did this happen?
Poachers in the woods. I asked them to leave. This was their answer.
Come on. We need to get that arm looked at.
What if the men who did this?
They can wait. Your wound cannot. You'll be able to make it to the house.
Carry
Yes.
the wounded woman to Achilles.
I think the ball took only flesh.
And what is your name?
Miriam.
Do you live nearby?
I don't have a home per se. I took to the frontier when I was a young girl. I've made my life out here ever since. Living where the land makes it easiest.
Not a common choice for a woman of the colonies.
No, it's not. But truth be told, it was this, the convent or the brothels. I prefer the open air.
I understand. So, I'm just going to carry you to the manor. That's easy enough. Alright, Achilles, look what I found in the woods.
Connor, what are you doing?
Those poachers need to be stopped.
Saw the scabs from my hunting blind. Get to that and you shouldn't have any trouble finding them.
Use the rope dart if you can. Get familiar with it.
Right, the rope dart. I actually have some of them now. Climb up to the tree, stand and scan the area. Okay. I would like to learn how to use the rope dart, so let's do this. Okay, here we go. I mean, I can already see the enemies on the map, but we are going to follow procedure here. Kill the poachers. Hold R while above a target to assassinate them. So R is my rope dart. Let's see, but I probably have to be a little bit closer to them, huh? Okay, this might work. Ooh. That was interesting. Oh, okay. That's a pretty unique way to kill someone. Let's see, the next one's over here. Hold R and push directional keys to hang your target. Oh, hang on a second, that was a wrong button. There we go. Oh! Alright, well, that's a whole new method of killing people. I am impressed. Okay. One poacher to go. But he's right here in the open, so I'm not sure if I can use my rope darts on him. Oh, hold R and pull your targets towards you to strike them. Okay. He doesn't know what's going on, and now we're going to kill you. Okay. Oh, apparently we have even more of them. Okay. I thought this was the last of them, but it's not.
William Johnston's opening up some of that Mohawk land he purchased for free hunting soon. Might be we make a good haul up there.
I hear tell lumbering will be allowed to boot.
What does he want with the territory if not the game and
Don't.
Okay, well, I can still kill them even if they notice me. Okay, so I don't have to be stealthy if I do this. All right, well, that's a very interesting method. Let's loot these guys. And there's one more poacher, apparently.
Hey! Where are you, fellas?
Hanging on trees.
Shooting strangers in the forest, is that common hunting practice where you come from? No. Spare me. Go. Tell the friends you have left what happened here.
Interesting. Return to Achilles. So you spared one of them so he could tell the others not to do it again. Makes sense. Alright, apparently Achilles is inside again.
Thank you, Achilles.
You are most welcome.
Why did those men attack you?
It's no secret this land is full with game. I spotted the trespassers en route to request permission to hunt here myself, and suggested they do the same.
The bounty of the forest is not mine to give. It is your right to hunt on this land, but I would appreciate you trading your surplus with the others.
Very well. I accept.
Okay, looks like we recruited a hunter. Or huntress, as it were. Miriam Huntress can now produce level 1 goods. Alright. So, are you anywhere nearby? Because I kinda have to look at you for a moment for my other mission. But she might be out in the woods hunting, I suppose. Ah, she's actually around here? Well, there's something. Bears. Or bear footsteps on the map. But I can't actually find her. However, I think the episode is long enough. So in the next one, I will probably spend some time, you know, doing side missions and exploring. And I will probably cut it down a little bit to show the most interesting parts of it. As I mentioned before, I don't want to get lost too much in side missions and all that kind of stuff. But I think I want to do at least a little bit to get a feel of the game. Oh, well, there she is, so I can actually look at her now. That's such a weird mission. But yeah, I will continue to do a few side missions in the next episode. So as usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.